Good evening. Hi, good evening. My name's Helene Malter, and on behalf of the Board of Directors of the congregation, welcome to Congregation BethChaim. Please take a look at the screen behind me for ways to enhance your prayer experience and to keep everyone safe. Thank you for joining us this evening, and Shabbat Shalom. Behind me. Well, there's up there too.
So the words for Ma Yafeh Hayom are on page 330, although that's the whole thing. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. What a beautiful day, a peaceful Sabbath. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I decided we're going to shake it up a little bit tonight. Those of you who know, who have been coming not only since I've arrived, but for years and years, know that the service begins and the rabbi speaks somewhere around what we call the sermon slot, and then we finish the service. And I want you to know that I had prepared a formal text for tonight. And those of you who have been coming for the last 6 weeks know that I usually don't use a formal text, although I write out everything I'm going to say. I try to deliver it in a different way. And I've decided that for tonight I'm going to go back to that informal style, but to start the service that way. And I'll tell you why. Shabbat is that moment in time when we get to cast away all of the balagan in our lives and in the world around us. We get to imagine a world that is perfect and filled with blessing, when we have all of our needs and our wants met, to inspire us to create a world during the other 6 days that is just like that. And I feel blessed, as I'm sure many of you do, that somehow Shabbat arrives at just the right moment in a week. Doesn't make a difference how the week is going. By the time Shabbat arrives, all of that balagan and that stress, it's time to set it aside, to really take that breath and to enjoy the gifts that God has given to us. And yet, there are some weeks when Shabbat really arrives at the right moment. You know, those weeks that are unlike all those other weeks. So let me tell you that the sermon that I prepared for tonight was on the topic of anti-Semitism. And I want to tell you why I was going to speak about that topic. A number of congregants have said, rightfully so, to me and to Rabbi Blum, that it was important, with all that's going on in the world around us, with comments being made and things being done, and yet no one yet has spoken from the Bima about anti-Semitism, and they were absolutely right. You know, I have to also tell you that preparing that text, which I have, took longer than any sermon I've written in years. And the reason is that we live in such a politically bipolar world that to speak about anti-Semitism, something that should be so easy to straightforward communicate for a rabbi from the Bima, or in my case, in front of the Bima, it shouldn't be something where we need to parse each word, and yet I know that what people want to hear is not the rabbi talking about anti-Semitism is anti-Semitism with the facts and the reality and the examples that trouble all of us. What people really want to hear is the rabbi talk about those on the other side of the mechitza, political mechitza, who are saying things that are categorically evil, wrong, should not be said. So I want to do that. I want to state with absolute clarity one example. The words used by Representative Omar, which she used anti-Semitic language to articulate what she said were her political opposition to the state of Israel. The words she used were absolutely anti-Semitic in the words themselves and must be called out by all of us who feel passionately about what anti-Semitism is, and I think that means everyone in this room. All of us have felt at moments in our lives, whether by words or deeds, how personal anti-Semitism is for us as individuals and as a people. And now that I've done that, I know there are others here who want to hear and should hear about those who have, in the week since or 2 weeks since, used what Representative Omar said to launch what they call Jexodus. Have you heard about this? It is an organized movement to use the anti-Semitic comments, specifically from slip of the tongue, from Representative Omar, to brand the Democratic Party as anti-Jewish with an attempt to get millennials to leave the Democratic Party and go to the Republican Party, unequivocally stated as what Jexodus is, touted by our president and other political leaders as the way to move forward. Categorically wrong, unjust, to use the comments of an anti-Semitic words to then, for its political gain, is an affront, in my opinion, to Jews, to try to divide for political gains on the backs of anti-Semitic rhetoric. And I could sit here and ask people, and we could go back and forth with examples on both sides of the political divide and in the greater community of one anti-Semitic comment and another anti-Semitic comment, and it hurts. It hurts all of us, regardless, I hope, of which side of the aisle we stand politically. Shouldn't be. And so I stand before you and I say what should have been said. Anti-Semitism, coming from the lips of any leader or any person, is unequivocally wrong and should be denounced, especially from those of us on whichever side of the aisle we are on, to hold accountable the people on our side of the aisle, as opposed to lobbing it across the aisle to create greater war. So now that I've said it, what do we do about it? because the words from the Bima are important. Our congregants who shared this with me privately are absolutely right. And yet I have to admit, and I'm sure you'll agree, that the words from a rabbi in a sanctuary, that there are no magic words that are going to somehow root out this evil or any other evil by simple words. It takes action. And so I invite anyone here, anyone in the congregation who feels passionately about this issue to please contact me with the plan of getting together to talk when that isn't on. And I'm pointing to the streaming for those of you who don't know it, because if you think you got to be careful speaking privately, this is being broadcast to anyone who wants to see it around the world. And let me tell you how easy it is to take 2 or 3 sentences and cut them, and regardless of which side you're on, to make me look like a bigot or anything else or anyone else who speaks in this room. And I've had it happen to a written sermon, one that I wrote to my son and delivered High Holy Days, that was used in a hurtful way. These are the issues we need to discuss behind closed doors in an honest and forthright way, and I hope with people who are on both sides of the political aisle and have different views of the world, so that we can agree and disagree and learn from each other and push each other, and then find out what can we do as individuals in a community to really address this issue. So I'm sincere. Please, if this is important to you, let's do this. And on this night, I need to say something else. When I said that Shabbat arrived at just the right moment, it's been a hard week. And I'll tell you why for me, that the events that took place in Christchurch, New Zealand, felt so personal to me. And I'm guessing to many of you, because I've gotten those emails and I've seen those responses. Because you cannot listen or see without Pittsburgh immediately coming back. And other acts against our people and other people, because of religious hatred, people die. Our people died because of anti-Semitism, which is why it is important to say what I'm saying, and Muslims died because of their faith and their religious practice. Back and forth and back and forth. So I will tell you that earlier today, both Rabbi Blum and separately I called Imam Mendes from the Islamic Cultural Center of Princeton to lend our condolences and our support, to ask what we can do, and to ask whether they were going to have a gathering for those who wanted to be there. And he said to me, yes, thank you. This is how I introduced myself to him. I've never met him before. And he said, the vigil will be tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And in the same breath, without stopping, he said, we chose 8 o'clock for those of our Jewish brothers and sisters who might want to join us so that they can come after Shabbat is over. The Muslim community in this area stopped out of concern for their Jewish brothers and sisters who might want to come so that we could finish our Shabbat before we're with them. It speaks volumes about the relationship that all of you, because it way predates me, have with your interfaith partners, the Muslims, the Christians in this regard. I mean not, of course, to leave them out, but the interfaith support going all the way back, way predating Pittsburgh, but to point to Pittsburgh, How many were here? I'm told I wasn't here to lend that moment of support, that love. They didn't have to, and they were here, and they want us to be with them. And my friends, if there's any way we're going to get rid of anti-Semitism in this world, it's not on the political stage, it's not on the bima, it is when we walk into each other's houses of worship in moments of celebration, in times of need, in times of intellect, and we get to know each other and talk to each other and be with each other, people of different faiths and religions and cultures, so that we can move past this and understand that when knuckleheads use language that is inappropriate, that we all can cast light into that darkness. So now I think you know a little bit about why I wanted to start with my words, rather end with them. It's important, and I was so uplifted to receive emails for how many of our leadership, our board, plans to be there tomorrow night. And I invite all of you and all of you to please be with us, to add love and comfort to a dark situation, because that, in fact, will be how we make this world a better place. So I invite you to take a deep breath. The good news is there's no sermon later, so the service will go quicker. But take a moment to turn to the joy of Shabbat, to give thanks for the blessing that we're here, that we have life, that we're able to bring light and goodness to the world around us. Think about something that happened this past week, something good, a moment with a child or a grandchild or the one you love, when you were able to be with a friend, whatever it is. Take a moment, think about it, and hold on to it as we transition to celebrate the gift of a taste of what this world can be if you and I do what we need to do to make the world what it should be. Shabbat Shalom. Friends, we invite Tammy and Steve first to the bima for the honor of lighting Shabbat candles. We begin on pages 2 and 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all those who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Please rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav veratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh זכר יציאת מצרים, כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Please be seated. We continue together on page 7. Where has this weekend vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished. Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burden that must return. On this day, Shabbat, abide. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time, contain the retreat of the hours and days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat, abide. Page 2021.
La 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 Dodi. La 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 לקראת כלה. La 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 בני שבת. בני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד. השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, ושמו תפארת ולתהילה. יאללה לך דודי, יאללה לקראת כלה. לה 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 בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי בכל הברכה מראש מקדם לסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תהילה. יאללה לך דודי, שמחה וגדולה תוך אמונה אך סגולה אוי חלה אוי חלה la 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 bnei Shabbat nekabel la 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 lecha dodi ya la 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 likrat kala ya la 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela.
We remain standing and turn to page 28.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed.
Together on page 30. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from another. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Arabim. Together, page 33 in the middle. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם נאות ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
In the middle of page 39, we continue responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let's continue to work for the day when nations will want peace. Times I lay under the moon, thank God I'm breathing, and then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people who say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Ashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom V'hamidenu לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמעו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Continue on page 46 as we rise together.
Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 שפתי תפתח. Na 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 ופי יגיד תהילתך. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 שפתי תפתח. Na 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 ופי יגיד תהילתך. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 שפתי תפתח. Na 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 ופי יגיד תהילתך. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. Page 55. Disturb us, Adonai. Ruffle us from our complacency. Make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the horror, the defeat, the bitterness, and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans. Shock us, Adonai. Deny to us the false Shabbat, which gives us the delusions of satisfaction amid a world of war and hatred. Wake us, O God, and shake us, from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears. Make us know that the border of the sanctuary is not the border of living, and the walls of your temples are not shelters from the winds of truth, justice, and reality. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57, together, ever-present one. May we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you. In this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve and reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, shotecha levadecha, b'yirah na'avod.
Sometimes in the hustle and bustle of the week, it can be easy to forget all the things for which we are grateful. And so we take a moment every Shabbat to offer our thanks. And as we look around the room, if anyone would like, please call out something for which you are grateful. Amen. New job. Okay, one more. Old friends. Modi manachnu lach, Modi manachnu lach. Yes. Very nice. Anyone else? Yes. Oh, wow. For the proximity of family. Modi manachnu lach, Modi manachnu lach.
So, here, stand up so people can see me. So, like, my son is right now home for the week for spring break. Yay.
All right. Yes.
My brother's coming in to spend a couple of days.
All right. Lots of visits from family. Yes.
We're going to be visiting my dad in Scottsdale, Arizona, so I'm grateful that he's there. I'm grateful for my family and all my friends, too.
All right. Nice and warm and dry. Modi manachnu lach, Modi manachnu lach.
We continue with our prayer for peace, Shalom Rav, page 60.
Shalom Rav, al Yisrael amcha, sim me'olam. Shalom Rav, al Yisrael amcha, sim me'olam. Ki ata hu melech adon, bechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon, Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Asim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Asim Leolam. Asim Leolam. Asim Leolam.
We continue with silent prayer and meditation.
Ratzon imrefi ve'yon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri ve'goali
In a few moments, we're going to take the scroll from the ark and be blessed as one of our students returns to the Bima following the year of his bar mitzvah to chant that same portion that he used to transition from the age of minority to the age of majority among our people. The selection that Lucas Pastor will soon chant is from the book of Vayikra, the book of Leviticus, chapter 1, verses 1 through 4. So since we're at the beginning of the book of Leviticus, it gives me an opportunity to say just a few brief words about what we're to experience for about the next 2.5 months. It's going to be hard. It's going to be intellectually and theologically challenging. For the book of Vayikra is about sacrifices and worship and all of the ritual that took place inside the tabernacle that we built in the book of Exodus. It's the way that our people believed that we connected with God. Burnt sacrifices and peace offerings and meal offerings. And for those of us who are on the liberal side of Judaism living in the 21st century, there probably can't be a more difficult book of the Torah than the book of Vayikra. And yet we're told, according to tradition, that this is the book that children should start with in their Torah studies. You can imagine little kids having to wrestle with this content. And the theory behind it, the belief, comes from one of two major places. One, the rabbis believed that because this is the book of ritual that brings purity and sanctity, then, of course, children who represent the purest, most sacred part of what life is about should begin with this text. The other reason was the belief that children from a young age should learn the important lesson of life, that it takes sacrifice to really achieve meaning and purpose. Sacrifice in the sense of giving to God what God has led us on a path to do. sacrifice of doing the right things for each other and with each other to breed a path of righteousness and justice. Beautiful lessons, and many others that we'll uncover in the weeks and months to come. To begin our journey, we invite Lucas to the Bima, accompanied by his mother. As I invite you to please turn to page 246 as we rise together.
Ki mitzion teitze Torah, ki mitzion teitze Torah, udevar Adonai merushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah Torah, lamo Yisrael bikdushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlul Adonai iti, uniromema Shemo yachtav. Lecha Adonai hagedula ve'hagevora ve'atiferet ve'hanetzach ve'ahod ki chol bashamayim uvaretz ki chol bashamayim uvaretz Lecha Adonai hamamlacha ve'hamitnase lechol rosh.
Please be seated. My mistake, since we're going to share the bracha together, we rise together. Page 250, right?
250.
We turn to page 250 as we, as a community, share the bracha for the study of Torah without repeating the middle line, since we're sharing it as a community.
Baruchu et Adonai hamvorach, Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol hamim, venatan lanu et torato, Baruch ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Vayikra el Moshe, Vaydaber Adonai Elav me'ohel moed lemor. Daber el bnei Yisrael, ve'amarta alehem Adam, ki yakriv mikem korban l'Adonai min habheman, min habakar umin hadson takrivu et korbanhem. Im ola korbano min habakar zachar tamid yakrivenu el petach ochel moed yakriv oto lirtzono lifnei Adonai.
Together?
Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chaye olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Remain standing as we lift the Torah.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה.
Please be seated. As we prepare for Misha Berach, for the blessing of healing, I first offer this poem and reading, and then invite you, if there are names you'd like to say aloud, that we may join together in prayer, that you do so. Holy One of blessing, grant us the will to stand firm in the face of evil and hostility, not to be silent or afraid, to work diligently and faithfully to banish wickedness from the earth. Holy One of blessing, grant us the courage and resolve to speak when there is hatred, to act when there is confusion, to join with others and build a world of safety, understanding, and acceptance. Because there is hate, dear God, help us heal our fractured and broken world. Because there is fear, dear God, grant courage and faith to those in need. Because there is pain, dear God, bring healing to the shattered and wounded. Because there is hope, dear God, teach us to be a force of justice and kindness. Because there is love, dear God, help us to be a beacon of light and compassion. The prayer for healing is for healing of body, of mind, and of spirit. For so many of us, our loved ones and our family, are in need of an extra measure of God's presence and strength and love to bring wholeness, health, and peace. If there's anyone among us who would like to say a name aloud, we invite you to please do so.
Richard Sheffield and Andrew Minoy.
To the names that have been said aloud, we add Megan, Mary DePetto, Rhoda Schwartz, Arlene Grable, Donald Malasky, Teddy Malasky, Nathan Hecker, Jeff Stoller, Phil Jarvis, Marilyn Fussell, Claire Meyer, Morgan Mitgang, Linda Grunbaum, Howard and Dolores Rosenblatt, Richard Gottlieb, Allison Statius, Pamela White. For all those who do not have anyone to reach out to them in prayer, we add a special place in our hearts as we share together the blessing for healing, Misha Berach, page 253.
Misha Berach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Misha Berach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Misha Berach Avotenu, Yitzchak veYaakov. Misha Berach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, May the one who blessed our fathers hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
We continue on page 256. We rise together to return Sefer Torah to the Ark.
יהללו את שם אדוני, כי נשגב שמו לבדו, הודו על ארץ ושמיים, וירם קרן לעמו, תהילה לכל חסידיו, לבני ישראל, עם קרובו. הללויה, הללויה, כי לקח טוב נתתי לכם, תורתי אל תעזובו, עץ חיים היא, למחזיקים בה, ותומכיה מאושר, דרכיה דרכי נועם, וכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה, חדש, חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו כקדם.
We continue as we turn to page 282 and join together in Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Page 289. The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows. It is radiant with warmth and beauty, but soon it fades. Substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, and light we are seen. The flames dance and our lives are full, but as night follows day, the candle of our life burns down and gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more and are no more seen. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. Friends, as we turn to page 294 and prepare to share Kaddish Atum, the mourner's Kaddish, we pause to think of our loved ones, not only those who we anticipate their name to be said aloud, but all of our loved ones who each and every day continue to give the gift of their inspiration through the memory of the values and ideals they lived by. Friends, as we say the names of a loved one for whom we observe Yartzeit or Shiva Shloshim, we invite you to please stand with the mentioning of your loved one, that we may join with you as you honor their memory and all of that they lived for through their lives and going forward. We continue in the period of Shiva, the first 7 days since death, as we honor the memory of Anne Schmaltz, the mother of Lois Miller. On this Shabbat, we honor the memories of those for whom we continue to observe Shloshim, the 30 days since death. To honor the memory of Jack Goldstein, the father of Robert Goldstein, and Stephen Fishberg, the husband of Libby Fishberg. And on this Shabbat, we honor the memories of those whose Yartzeit we observe with love and reverence. As we recall Nathan Safin, Annie Cohen, Alanka Gatti, Ruth Sakin Coleman, Claire Kivelson, Irving Klein, Norma Glassman, Morris Mann, Lillian Beda, Rose Orbach, Sophie Rothbuch, Paul S. Richter, Gussie Rothman, Isidore Schaefer, Linda Trott, Stanley Trott, Francine Ellen Sheffield, Fred David Scher, Norman Tell, Herbert Weiss, and Bernard Freeman. If there's anyone else observing Shiva Shloshim or Yartzeit, we invite you to stand now and say the name of your loved one to add them to our list.
My grandmother, Helen Siegel, died March 20th, 2 years ago at 100 years old.
In loving memory of all whose names have been said aloud, those who remain in our hearts, and all who no longer have anyone to recall their memory, we invite the congregation to please rise alongside our mourners as an act of love and support, page 294. Yit Gadal v'yikadash shemei rabah, v'yalmad yifrach v'yutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon of yomechon, v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'yizman kariv imru. Yehei shemei rabah mevarach l'olam u'lomei almaya, yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yiturman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemeir, v'shah, parif, ha'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, ta'amiran ba'alma v'imru. Yehei shalom araba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to this entire world, as together we say. Amen. Please be seated.
Shabbat Shalom. Thanks for joining us this evening. My name's Helene Moulter, and I'm here representing the Board of Directors. I would like to offer our appreciation to the ushers and the ONEG hosts and hostesses who helped us tonight. Thank you.
Friends, once again, we want to stress to you that this is the Sunday of our first congregational discussion for the transition of the congregation. The transition committee would love for your presence to come at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning to be part of small group discussion, to really have a voice in the future of the congregation, not only its rabbinic leadership, but its programming, its values, its mission and vision, its future. So please, if you have not yet RSVP'd, still feel free to join us 10 o'clock this Sunday or on March the 31st. our closing song. Yes, please.
This Saturday morning at 10 a.m. is the Sister Shabbat. It'll be hosted with Shabbat. Anyone can join us.
Thank you. Sisterhood Shabbat this Saturday, 10 o'clock, following our 8:30 bar and bar mitzvah class, B'nai mitzvah class, and 8:45 study of Torah. Please join us.
And don't forget, Purim is this coming Wednesday.
Really?
Really?
You're not joking,
Not yet.
but you'll be joking Wednesday
I
night.
certainly will.
And what's the theme, Cantor? Tell us.
It's the righteous 80s Purim spiel.
How should we dress, Cantor?
Dress like you're from the righteous 80s.
For some of us, that means just take something out of the closet. Our service continues with our closing song, Adonai Oz, page 338.
Not doing motzi? You're not doing motzi? Motzi then after. Okay. Well, okay, try it this way. Let's try that. Adonai Oz La'amo Yitain, Adonai Oz La'amo Yitain, Adonai Oz La'amo Yitain, Adonai Yivarech et Amo, Adonai Yivarech et Amo Vashalom, Adonai Yivarech et Amo Vashalom, Adonai Oz La'amo Yitain, Adonai Oz La'amo Yitain, Adonai Oz La'amo Yitain, Adonai Yivarech et Amo.
We invite our congregants who have not yet reached the age of bar bat mitzvah to please join us up front. Fear not, it's not a talking part. Who guesses what's under here? What do you think?
I don't.
A new car! Maybe. Go for it. What do you think?
Check.
Pull it out.
Check.
It's close. Please grab it. Will you please rise? Hold the chair. I'm letting go. You're holding this. You got it? Please join us in Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Bring it back and share it with the people in the area. As my friends bring back the challah for you to share, first I invite you, please put your arms around a loved one. Put your hand in the palm of a friend. Reach out your hand, make a new friend. Eternal God, we stand before you in thanksgiving for all of our blessings in life. For the love that comes from our family, the support we get from our friends, for the privilege of being part of sacred community dedicated to being with one another in moments of need and times of celebration, and for the blessing of your creation which unfurls before us each and every day. We offer you our thanks and our praise. Eternal God, we ask that your blessing will be upon us, our family, our friends, and throughout the world during Shabbat and the days to come.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless us and protect us.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'choneka.
May God's countenance shine upon us and be gracious to us.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God's eyes remain fixed upon us as they are at this sacred moment. May God bless us and all peoples of this world with God's greatest gift of all, the gift of peace.
Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
No, thank you.
Beautiful way to go into Shabbat. Can you show me the picture, Linda? Thanks, guys.